Okay, hello. Today's challenge coin is this one right here. It is the challenge coin celebrating the anniversary of the 75th anniversary of the Battle of the Atlantic in World War II, 1939 to 1945. And being the 75th anniversary, it's issued in 2020 at the 75th anniversary of the end of the war and the end of the Battle of the Atlantic. It's the longest battle in World War II. And this is also the second Battle of the Atlantic. The first Battle of the Atlantic is 1914 to 1918 and is in part of the Great War or World War One. Anyway, and I'll be showing some more detailed pictures of it here in just a second. Okay, here we have one side of the challenge coin, and you have, of course, you have the alternating blue, light blue, and dark blue bands, and some silver pieces as well around the outside. In the middle, we have across the top and across the bottom, Battle of the Atlantic in both English and French. In the center, we have the Canadian maple leaf with a Royal Canadian Navy warship here in the center, a 4-engine bomber or scout plane that would have been used in the Battle of the Atlantic. Here we have, on the wings, we have the dates 1945, which is the end of the Battle of the Atlantic in World War II. And then we have the date 2020, which is when the coin was struck. Also, it happens to be the 75th anniversary. And down here in the red banner, we have the 75th anniversary, again in both English and French. And I'm not going to try to pronounce either of those in French. I can probably do a passable job on Battle of the Atlantic down here, but it's been too long since my high school French, so I'm not going to try reading the numbers. And that's it. Okay. Side A, here we have the inscription Royal Canadian Navy in English on top. On the bottom we have Marine Royale Canadienne, which is the same as above and only in French. We have here an anchor with the motto with a crest blazoned on it, and in the crest we have on top we have the motto Perlato Vero Perlato, or Ready I Ready. And there is the emblem of the Royal Canadian Navy in the very center. This is all, of course, the crest of the Royal Navy, the Royal Canadian Navy. Okay, a brief remark here about the challenge coin. As I said, it's the commemorating the 75th anniversary of the end of the Battle of the Atlantic from World War II. It's issued by the Maritime Museum of the Atlantic in Halifax, Nova Scotia, Canada. Now, at the time I acquired this coin, I had never been to the museum or their website. I've never even been to Canada. So the question comes up is, how did I acquire this coin? And, well, it's one I found on eBay. So, this is one of the... I pretty much have three sources for the coins I have. They either come from eBay sites or, eBay sales or sales on Amazon or through the gift shop or whatever of whoever is issuing the coin. And this particular one happened to have been on eBay. Why it was on eBay, I can't speak to that, so I'm not going to. Okay, brief remark concerning my pronunciations in this, and again, I apologize for the bad pronunciations I gave during this video particularly when I was reading the French terms off the coin. My only explanation I can give for this, which is the truth, but see, I'm 53 years old. I haven't had French since I was 15 years old. And this was in my freshman year of high school. So that was 38 years, specifically 38 years and about 3 months when that class ended. So, again, I apologize to all my French and Canadian listeners for the mispronunciations. Again, I haven't had French in 38 years and 3 months. Any French class. I did later take 2 years of Spanish in high school and then a year of Spanish in college or university. And, well, I thought it would come in more handier. And it did in some ways, even though I live in the southeastern United States. French wasn't as, it wasn't the necessity that Spanish was and is. It's not Spanish would have been handier for me if I was living in the southwestern United States, probably in certain cities. French is more useful probably in the northeastern United States, and among international travelers. But then, you can argue French, Spanish, German, whatever. I will say this. I'm an amateur genealogist and an amateur historian, and I work on my family tree a lot. And Spanish doesn't help me in my family tree research. It would have been more beneficial to have done more French and German. I wasn't exposed to German until college or university. And for those of you who don't understand the U.S. school system compared to, say, like the British, freshman year of high school, when I say freshman year of high school, it would roughly correspond to, I think it's fourth form or fourth year in the British secondary schools. So, but anyway, still, point being, it's been 38 years and I don't practice it that much. And one final thing before I sign off on this one. A few days ago, about a little over a week ago now, I had mentioned I had this coin to a YouTube buddy of mine, Brad, that I had this, and he expressed an interest in getting pictures, which I have sent him. I'm planning on sending him a link to this video as well as soon as it goes live, which will probably be tomorrow. But anyway, Brad, of course, is Brad of On This Date in Canadian Military History. If you want to look for it online, I strongly encourage anybody who's interested in Canadian military history to do so. It's OTD Canadian Military History. That's his YouTube channel name, OTD Canadian Military History. A link will be posted on the page when this goes up. And anyway, that's everything. So, everybody have a nice day. And Brad, you have a great one and keep up the good work, buddy.